Welcome to another Tag Team Talent Search podcast, the podcast that focuses on talent from around the world. And here's the guy that's produced live and television entertainment for the last 40 years, and he's going to be the host of the show, for goodness sakes. Here he is, Scott Edwards.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Tag Team Talent Podcast. We have 3 amazing videos to share with you, and this week my co-host and neighbor is Scott Lambert. Hey. Thanks for being here, Scott.
Thanks for inviting me.
Scott has not only been my neighbor for over 30 years, which I have to apologize for, but his kids and my kids grew up together. We have a lot of fun traveling and playing cards, but he's got a great sense of humor, and that's why he's here as a co-host, because you're funny, right?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we have some terrific videos. Now, just to give you the premise, this is a variety arts showcase. So we get videos sent in from all over the world, and we want to share them with you on this podcast. Coming up first is a musical video. You like music?
I do. I just want to point out I did not read the script beforehand.
Well,
so
don't worry about it.
I'm going blind.
It's no script, but yes, okay. But you're a great judge of talent. We're going to show you some right now. Ladies and gentlemen, our first video comes to us from Idaho. Did I tell you that these come from far away? Idaho. I mean, that is like, 1960s. Anyway, this is a terrific video of the Wayne Byerly Band. Once again, the Wayne Byerly Band out of Idaho. They sent this video. Let's check it out.
All right, here we go.
Oh, a saxophone. Oh. Let's see that always in a garage band.
Not always.
Obviously, this is a rehearsal.
So, Idaho, I think that's what she said.
Here we go.
I took the longest road. I took the longest road to get home. So I'm asking you to hold on to me. Hold on to me. Hold on to me. Please hold on to me. Yeah, hold on to me. Found the sweetest girl. Found the sweetest girl of my life. And I made her my wife. Oh, I found the sweetest girl. I found the sweetest girl that I could. Now everything's so good, 'cause it feels just like heaven in her arms. Lord, it feels so good in her arms.
Good.
When I'm asking her to hold on to me, hold on to me, hold on to me, please hold on to me, and hold on to me, 'cause I took the longest
Very long
road,
song.
took the longest road to get home. But I'm home.
There you go. All right, let's hear for the Wayne Byerly Band.
Oh.
And they're out of Idaho. They're available for private functions. They sent us the video to showcase their talents.
Oh.
And it was not bad music. It's obviously an original song.
Yeah.
And adding the saxophone to a small rock and roll garage band, I think gave it some dimension.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think he might want to use some throat drops, but sometimes people like that.
Yeah.
But they're definitely committed. Did you enjoy the music?
I did. I didn't know Willie Nelson could play the bass. Is that? I didn't get a good look, but
it was the Wayne
I'm
Byerly Band, and we're very appreciative that they sent us that video. Hey, it's time for comedy.
It could kind of look like him.
Yeah, no, I get it. We're going to jump into some comedy. As I mentioned, we get videos from all over. This is a good friend of mine. He's originally out of New York. Now he lives and works out of Los Angeles, still performing. In fact, the video he sent us was from a special Jewish fundraiser held in Las Vegas just a couple months ago. But he's such a funny guy. His name's Mark Schiff. He's done a lot of TV. He was a regular at my clubs. But this video was just from a fundraiser recently. You like stand-up comedy, don't you?
I love it.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's check it out.
And I love space lasers. Is that?
Totally different.
Oh.
But here we go with some stand-up comedy on a recent video of Mark Schiff. Ladies and gentlemen, I know you'll enjoy it.
My mother and father would fight. They get in such fights, my mother would threaten to kill my father.
Oh.
She would look at him and go, when you go to sleep tonight, I'm going to slit your throat. I've had it with you. I can't take another hour of this. I don't care if they put me away the rest of my life. My father would go right to sleep as soon as she said that. Best night's sleep of his life. And he'd wake up in the morning and go, no, I'll go to work. Parents were married a long time. My parents were married so long, my mother's actually sucked the brain out of my father's head. He walks around going, just do what she says. I gotta lay down for a couple of weeks, do what she says. I think the thing that got my folks most nervous is absolutely true. When I was 15 years old, that's when I started going out of the house at night. And before you go at night though, Mother's Day wanted to be home to the minute. She'd look at me, all right, Mark, you go out, but I want you home at 10:30. You hear me? Now, what time did I say? No, I want to hear the words before you go out. That's right, that doesn't mean 10:31. We're 10:32. And the whole family's going, we're 10:33? 10:34. Even the dog, woof, woof, woof. And if you're not home by 10:30, mothers will wait up for you. I remember one time she told me to be home at 10:30. I walked in at 4 o'clock. But after 1 o'clock, you just say to yourself, the heck with me. I don't live there anymore. She told me, you know, at 10:30, don't bother coming home. And I walk home just praying to God. I go, God, please help me. Work with me one time. If my mother's up, I will come to visit you very soon. And you try to sneak in the house, but at that hour, everything is magnified. You put the key in the door. Try to sneak in, and then you hear, get in here. Now. And I looked up, I said, I asked you to help me one rotten thing. And I heard this voice say, she would not go to sleep. This is a very powerful woman. Good luck, young man. See you very soon. And my mother would just sit there. You know what time it is? You can't see it yet. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Now, where were you? With your friends? People don't have friends at 4 o'clock in the morning. Lunatics have friends at 4 o'clock. You don't see me parading around the streets at 4 o'clock, do you? Now, what is wrong with you? Nothing? Something is definitely wrong with you. Nobody acts the way you act. Your friends don't treat their parents the way you treat me. What? You giving me orders? I should go to sleep? I haven't slept since the day you were born. That's why I look like this. I was a pretty woman a long time ago.
That was Mark Schiff, live on stage. What'd you think? Let's hear it from Mark.
Yeah, I think that hit pretty close to home.
Yeah, you know, everybody's had a mom do that, where you go out late and they're sitting there waiting for you when you get home. Never a fun moment.
No.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed that. If you do, make sure you like it in the comments. Hey, guess what time it is?
It's time for something.
Yeah, it's time for Classic Rewind.
Oh.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We have videos that were recorded during our TV shows and other concerts and events back in the 80s. And we have something to share with you. You ready for it, Scott?
I am.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this week's Classic Rewind stars a comedy team, O'Brien and Valdez. And what's interesting about this comedy team is O'Brien is a very talented stand-up comic, but his partner Valdez is blind.
Oh.
It makes it kind of different. Yeah. Let's watch and see from this video of Classic Rewind.
Thank you. Thank you, Les. Glad to be here, gang. We are O'Brien and Valdez. Good to be in Sacramento, huh?
I'd like to introduce my partner to you. This here's my partner, Jim O'Brien. He's the sighted guy.
It's Alex Valdez. He happens to be blind.
Hey, but it's cool. I have no car payments.
Never think about that.
Thank you very much. We are very happy to be here on the show tonight. I'm feeling especially proud wearing my brand new tuxedo my partner Jim bought me. Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
You're looking good, Fred Astaire.
Yeah, it took 2 paychecks, and I think it's worth it. I do. Thank you, man.
Things are going real good for us. Right now, we're on our world tour. After this, we're heading to
Elk Grove.
Elk Grove, right? Somebody got to do it.
It's our turn.
Yeah. All right, they're loosen up. Let's tell them a little bit about ourselves. Tell them a little background on us.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Don't lie.
I ain't gonna lie no more. It's TV.
All right, Jim, if you lie tonight, you're going to hear that buzzer.
You got my word.
Let's shake on it.
All right, we'll shake. You don't trust me? Big A, what's happening?
How you doing, old people?
All right.
Yes, sir.
Not bad for a blind guy.
Yeah.
That's good.
Not bad for a blind dude, huh?
Hey, that's the same thing.
Not too bad for a white boy either, huh?
Anyway, my glory days was high school. I was the quarterback of the football team. Made love to all the cheerleaders. I had a couple cheerleaders. Touched a fat girl in biology. I wasn't into sports. About your high school?
Well, high school's a little different for me in respect. I happen to go to an all-disabled high school.
What's the name?
Handicap high.
What, do you have 2 able parking spots out in front?
Yeah, but we parked in them anyway. We didn't care.
Uno.
Then we could out try to walk normal.
All right, all right.
I'll tell you the truth, though, lunchtime was the best time, man.
Spilling stuff?
No. See, me and some of my blind buddies, we get together, tie some of the C&I dogs up to the wheelchairs, have chariot races down the halls.
All right. Speaking of racing, I'm taking up jogging now. Quit smoking. I'm going to start running every day.
You're gonna run.
Every morning at the crack of noon. I'm gone. Matter of fact, you ought to start running too.
No way, Jim. I don't know about jogging with a cane, buddy.
Hey, you're my partner. You don't jog with no stinking cane. Get you a damn weed eater. Gotta watch that stomach, buddy. Kind of feel like my girlfriend's butt.
Hey, it kind of does. Get an idea, man.
Leave it alone. Alex Valdez.
Jim O'Brien.
Thanks, gang.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was O'Brien and Valdez live on stage back in the 80s for my TV show.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
I liked it. It was. I thought there was a lot of handicap jokes and probably more than my golf. That's what I was thinking.
Anyway, unusual to have a handicap or a blind person in a comedy team doing stand-up. Alex Valdez went on to having a solo career. He's retired now and lives back in Tennessee, but a very funny guy. And Jim O'Brien is still living down in L.A. He ended up doing some work in television, but having O'Brien and Valdez on stage back in the day and on our TV show was quite an honor. I hope you enjoyed that video. In fact, all 3 of our videos this week, we had the Wayne Byerly Band, we had Mark Schiff, and we had O'Brien and Valdez as our classic rewind. Scott, thanks for being the co-host.
Oh, thanks for having me. And, kind of living in Tennessee is probably more of a handicap, don't you think?
Well, we'll have to find out.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you get a chance, subscribe to this YouTube channel and Spotify channel, or you can like us, and get a chance, comment, and let us know which video you like best. Thanks for joining us on Tag Team Talent Podcast. Scott Lambert, thanks for being our co-host this week.
Thanks for having me.
It's good to be had. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next week for another 3 great videos. Bye.
Thanks for watching the Tag Team Talent Search Podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you'll never miss the next big talent reveal. And don't forget to write in the comments below which performer you thought was best in this episode. We love hearing from you. See you soon!